Okay, so we're gonna try out a different road and see if we can't get the car to hook on concrete using just TracBite. No heat additive, nothing. We're just gonna use TracBite straight on concrete. We don't have a whole lot of road to use, so we're literally just going to see if the car launches, and I'm gonna let out of it right away. So yeah, we're gonna try out TracBite here and fucking lay some on the road. Some TracBite in the weed sprayer here, and I'm just going to kind of lay it out on the road and show you how tacky it gets.
There's $5.
Right? I forgot the thing was open. Got to pump it up first. Alright, so we're pretty much just sprayed down the road a little bit here with the TracBite in the weed sprayer, and now I'm just going to pour a puddle for each tire and then do a burnout in each puddle of TracBite. There we go. Let's fucking do it. You want to line me up in the puddle so the tires are in the puddle?
Yeah. That's sticky. Sticky. Oh yeah, it's sticky.
It's sticky?
Oh yeah. Right. You're good. How's that one, sir?
We'll try one more.
And you backfired. Super bad at it.
How sticky is it?
It's pretty sticky.
Rails, dude. Alright, well, we know it works a lot better on concrete. I ate all of it up there. See, this is really sticky right here.
Just
I think you gotta lay more of it down.
Yeah. I was walking right here and my feet were sticking. And I went like this and I was like...
Right after the burnout you stepped on it?
No, just the normal fucking TracBite. Little sticky.
Alright, well, let's get the fuck out of here.
Woo!
I don't know why it's backfired. It's probably out of gas.
How'd that feel?
Not nowhere near as good as the track, but it definitely hooks pretty decent for the street. Now we kind of know a good combo to use. Jesus, dude. Holy fuck. It still gets me, dude. Like...
this is good. And now it's like when is it letting out?
Well, yeah, when am I gonna let out of it?
Yeah, wow. I'm gonna be shitting my pants. The first time I do it sitting down the fucking thing. I
feel like the tune that's in this right now will go low times.
Okay.
Honestly. It's because I had the two-step on. That's why it's backfiring. Because I hit the brake and it goes pow!
Do you still have it wired with the brake?
Yeah, but I have to turn the defrost on.
And you had that out?
Yeah, it was on. That's why I was popping. So, I had the car out a little bit today, and I was testing it out again, as you see, and I'm still having breakup issues with the motor when it gets into high boost or full boost, 15 pounds. Sometimes it starts, you can hear the exhaust kind of clipping, cutting in and out, and I don't know what's causing it. It might be because the tune's rich. Like I said, it's around a 10-4 air-fuel ratio, so that I might end up pulling 5% out of the tune. And I just pulled 2 of the spark plugs out just to kind of look and get a reference of how they're doing. These plugs were brand new pretty much before I took the car out tonight, and went and beat the shit out of it for a while. And as you can see, the plug here, this outside ring is definitely rich. This is almost too rich for my liking on the plug. And then the ignition mark, which is right here, this white part, you want that to be right in the center of the arc. And as you can see, we do not have enough ignition timing in this motor, so I think I'm going to end up pulling 5% of fuel out and adding 2 degrees of timing and see if the plugs clean up at all. I'd like to get this done before I go racing on Sunday, so I know the car is good to go. So I added that 2 degrees into the tune, and I removed 5% of fuel, and I'm going to give it a hit here from a roll and see if it made it any better or not. Jesus fuck, dude. Holy motherfucker. Holy motherfucker. Woo! Okay, so it was fucking all over the road. I had to let out of it. I have the slicks on still. I rolled into it there in 3rd gear, and it blew them off. I got the boost at 15, and air fuel there when I bobbed my head down for a second was 1140. Honestly, I knew taking 5% out and adding 2 degrees would put this thing right at 11.5. I've tuned enough cars to where I know how they usually react. And if the car likes ignition timing, it's gonna, 2 degrees is usually gonna take out a half of a point of air-fuel ratio, a general rule. And since I street tune so much, I don't have a dyno, you feel it. You definitely feel when you add 2 degrees in it, if it likes it or not. It probably picked up 40 horsepower right there. Oh, dude, this thing is a fucking missile. I cannot wait to go run at the track again. Honestly, I have a boost controller on it, and I'm probably going to turn it up to like 18 pounds and just send this thing down the track, and hopefully I can go 5s in the 8th, which is my goal, because the event I'm going to on Sunday is only 8th mile, which is fine. This car gets sketchy at like 130, so if I don't have to go that fast, I'm alright with that. It's not breaking up anymore either. I'll try licking into it in a second quick. Yes! This thing hauls the mail, dude! Oh my god! This is the fastest car I've ever owned. By far. It actually hooks from a 60 roll, which, with this much power and this kind of car, holy fuck. I'm sorry, this thing, oh. 11.3 air-fuel ratio, rock solid right at 15 pounds of boost, and this thing can't handle the street anymore. I gotta turn it down for the street. This is a lot of power to be putting down to the ground. Wow. This motor still clangs like a son of a bitch too. I don't know what's clanging or what's wrong with it. I don't really care. It's gotta survive one more track day, maybe two. And this is still on stock truck injectors. These are stock truck injectors. I decapped. I didn't flow them. I didn't do none of that shit. I just threw them in. I did the same thing on my truck. And I never had no problems. And I was good to 20 pounds on my truck. This thing probably, since it's a 5.3, might only do 18. But I mean, I'm not scared of a 12.0 AFR. You know, as long as it doesn't really go leaner than that, and I'm holding fuel pressure, I feel like I can cram 18, 20 pounds in this thing. So, yeah, I'm not going to turn it up till I get to the track, though. This thing's already insane. Yeah, I don't know if you can hear the motor. It's just clanging away. And it comes and goes. It doesn't do it all the time. I don't know what that would be. I don't think it's rod or main bearings because I have extremely good oil pressure. It's 60 pounds right now, just cruising. And it doesn't, it's not down on power. It doesn't smoke. I don't know what the noise could be. I feel like it might be a valve guide or something, or a rocker arm. I'm not entirely sure. It definitely liked that 2 degrees. I'm gonna probably check the plug when I get home again and see if the if you can see where that ignition mark is, and see if that 2 degrees changed the marking on the plug at all. I have 2 Bosch 044 pumps with these decapped injectors. I'm running a 60 PSI base with a boost reference line going to it. So it's probably around 70 pounds of fuel pressure, I would say, around there at wide open throttle. And 15 pounds of boost with this 5.3. I mean, this thing probably makes north of 550, I would assume. It's probably close to 6 right now, 600, maybe a little higher. And yeah, decapped injectors, E85 straight out of the pump. I don't mix it. I just run E85 all the time. And I think the content where I'm at is around an E70. So yeah, I'm extremely happy with this car. I love it. But I feel like the motor might junk soon, just because how much noise it's making. But I don't care. I'm gonna run it until it dies. Still got radio, bro.
You got the fucking busted ass windshield, radio,
right.
no speedometer,
No.
and a piece of electrical tape holding up your gauge.
Yeah.
And this thing's bitching, dude.
Yeah, all my gauges are right here. Oil pressure,
I didn't even see that. That's badass.
water temp, oil temp. It's all in Celsius though, because it's a fucking Chinese gauge. It's probably gonna spin like like 200 degrees.